Welcome boys and girls. In today's video we are installing the Taruca Adventure Gear Rogue Ensuite shower awning. So let's get into it. Well, in the previous video when I installed the Taruca 270 awning, I was talking about how we were going to get the shower room also, and it was just delivered. So I do want to go over everything it comes with, the brackets, all of the features, everything that the Rogue Ensuite shower awning does have, and kind of how I'm going to be installing it on the truck. So this is everything that the shower room comes with. Just like the awning, a nice bag to put in the 12 volt plug for the LED lights that are built into the shower. It does come with glow in the dark ground stakes just like the awning, and with a 13 millimeter wrench, and also a socket over here for an impact, so you can use that to install these so your shower room does not get blown around while you are at camp. It does come with a bracket kit. Unfortunately, I won't be able to use these because of my application mounting it directly to the rack. But as you've seen in the previous video with the awning, it does give you a lot of freedom with adjustability in, out, and up and down with how this bracket setup is made. And it's extremely strong, so it should be able to handle easily whatever you throw at it. It does come with a couple bags of hardware, just like the awning, a bracket to crossbar kit that will work with your rack. Fortunately, I won't be using it, and same thing with the awning to bracket kit and with this bag of hardware also. How I'm going to be mounting it is in the T-channel slots on the back. I'm going to be using grade 8 hardware with spacers and washers to make it protrude off of my rack a little bit, and also have an angle to it, because the heavy metal off-road bed rack I have on my truck does have a slight angle, and with our previous shower room it wasn't perfectly level, so it was kind of a pain to deploy and use our previous shower room. So I think this will be a good remedy to it. And as I was saying, you could see like the bed rail go up and straight up and down right here, and then the angle that the bed rack goes, just by the geometry of the truck and everything and how everything goes, I do like the angle of the rack compared to one that is just straight up and down. It would have looked too boxy and weird on the truck, so I'll just adapt when installing this shower room, and it should still be a clean install and look really good hanging off the side of the truck. Alright, walking around the truck, here is the shower room itself. Just to give you a few basic specs of it, or the dimensions, it's 42 inches long, 8.5 inches high, and 6 3/4 inches wide. When it's deployed, it is 39.5 inches by 39.5 inches square, so it should be more than enough for you to be able to fit in there to shower, change, or anything like that, and not feel like you're really constricted in there. It does weigh 28 pounds. It is pretty big, but you shouldn't feel it on your vehicle whatsoever. I mean, your vehicle traveling, so it should be okay, and you should be able to handle the weight with your roof rack or bed rack or however it goes. But it is a pretty straightforward install. Let me flip it around and I'll show you guys the T channels on the back, just like the awning. Alright, flipped over and checking it out, and just like the awning, they do not skimp on quality. Just the bolts holding in the hinges for the arms, there's plenty on each side, and it is pretty thick material, along with the aluminum backer plate with the T-channel is extremely thick also. Does have the channel in the middle to be able to move the bolts out, which I do really like that feature. And it does have the pass-through for the power supply for the 12 volt to be able to power the LEDs that are built into the arms. Okay, so grabbing the shower room and going around. Let me just hold this right here. I do have the nuts for the bolts on top of the toolbox. So once I get it in place, I could just get them finger started or finger tight, and then from there go around the back side and be able to snug them up. So get those into there. Very straightforward and easy. Now it's just a matter of, okay, get a bolt, find where it is. Okay, got that one finger tight. Now going around to this side. That's what I really like about this bed rack, is being steel. I don't have to worry about really bending or damaging anything, and I can modify it without needing to TIG weld or anything, since it is steel. All right, it's already on there. Got them finger tight. Now it's in place, so I will get a socket and get this tightened up and in place, lined up, make it look all uniform and pretty, and then from there we'll open it up and see what it's really about. All right, let's open up this shower awning. See if I get any, no bag flopping out and hitting me like the awning or the other shower room I had. Okay, that kind of tuck that in a little bit on the back. Okay. All right. Well, one thing I do got to go over is show you guys is that there is straps to make it adjustable. So it might seem like it's not high enough, but the straps are fully adjustable to make it the height we need for the ride height of the truck. All right. Bring that out and down along the back side. Does come with, again, vinyl floor with drain holes. I'll show you guys that in a moment. Get this kind of in place. Let me actually zip it up so I don't have any dirt on the bottom or in the floor. Okay. Nice, it does zip up from the inside. I do like that. Oh, no, wait. Okay, there it is. All right, going around this way. It didn't look right. So let me get this zipped up. Ooh, that's a lot quicker than previously. The PVC floor on the old Taruca shower was thick. Like, it was as thick as like a tent cover on like on the, not the pop-up hard shells, but the soft shell rooftop tents. So it was extremely thick. I actually still use it as a mat to lay on. Okay, there it is. I'll open it up. It does have the buckles on the inside for adjustability. So let me crawl in there real quick and, oh, there it is. See, it does go up. It's a really cool feature. So you can kind of adjust it to your terrain. So that's really awesome. While I was in there, I did zip down the windows just to see how it would look from the outside, and it would give you tons of airflow and some privacy. And you could even kind of just zip them down enough so you get full privacy, but you can let out any steam or anything like that from your shower. Crawling inside now. Did turn on the lights. Got the white lights on in here. I do like that the buttons glow, so you could be able to find them in the middle of the night. Going down to the floor, each corner has a grommet, which is a huge deal because on the other one it just had a zip in the back, and you did kind of have some drain issues, but it did do the job. This is night and day better though, so no matter what angle you're parked at or your terrain, you could be able to drain the water out of the floor of the shower room. It does have one mesh pocket for your soaps, anything like that. Does have a waterproof pocket for your underwear, anything else you want to keep dry. Over here you do have a huge pocket for your towel that I do really like, or anything else that you want to store in there while you are at camp. And then there is a couple access doors that I was checking out. This one just has access to, let's say, a window, or for us, the side of the truck. So if you do want to reach for or grab anything, you can have it there. More than likely a trail soda, you know, zip it open, have your trail soda hanging out right there. You grab it, take some sips, put it back, keep carrying on with your business. Also, it does have this huge door, zipping it down. This is cool. I do like this. Doesn't really apply to the truck, but all of you guys that have 4-door vehicles and you mount it on the side, you have full access to a door on the vehicle. Just in case, I mean, you never know. It's better to have it and not need it than, you know, you happen to need it and not have it. Every zipper, they're SBS zippers. Quality, from what I've been using, they are on the awning and the shower room, and they do have the little Taruca pulls also. Other than that, does have a little bungee right here, so like you could put your hose or your shower head or anything on here instead of having to bend over and pick up your shower head, or like us with the geyser, the sponge off of the floor. You could just easily hang it here in between soaping up or whatever you need to do. Windows look great looking out. You have plenty of view, but it is kind of hard to see inside. If you did have the lights off and it was during the day, you wouldn't be able to see inside whatsoever. Crawling on out now. One thing I did notice, it does obviously have the gas struts, but the Velcro holding the roof on, there is a lot more of it. That was a small issue with the other one, is it was just in the top corners, and if you didn't get it sticking on there good enough, they would fall off and the roof would collapse in on you, or any breeze would collapse in the roof on you. It does have the power cord, and I do have it routed to the inside at the moment. Going back in here, I do have it routed up here, but also on the back side of it, it has the same routing, just like the awning itself. So walking on out here, final thoughts. Huge upgrade over the previous shower room. Massive upgrade. I'm extremely happy I got it. You know, this would be the last one I'll need to buy for the square body or for any of our trips, just based off the quality, the innovation, and the upgrades over the previous one. This will definitely be the last one I'll need to buy for the truck, unless something out of my power destroys it. But I also do have a 10% off discount code for Taruca Adventure Gear. It is 2A Overland in all caps. I'll put it on the screen right now. No spaces, no nothing like that, just all caps. And if you need 10% off of a, you know, Rogue Ensuite shower, a 270 awning, a 180 awning, even a tent, use my discount code so you can get the last gear that you will need for your overlanding trips. So I'm going to sign off now. I really appreciate you watching. If you've gotten this far, thank you so much. It means the world to me. Subscribe if you haven't, like the video if you like the video, and comment down below on what you think of the newest version of the Rogue Ensuite Taruca Adventure Gear awning. Bye, you guys.